I changed my life with Stoic living in just 7 days. Ever feel like your days are loud, but your results are quiet? For the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how 7 days of Stoic living lowered my anxiety, sharpened my focus, and gave me a steadier way to move through stress. No hacks, no heroics, just small, repeatable moves that work in real life. Stay with me, because there's one moment on day 4 that flipped everything. Why? I needed a reset. Before this week, my brain felt like a browser with 50 tabs open, emails buzzing, meetings stacking, notifications chirping like a smoke alarm. By 10 a.m., I was already behind. If you've been there, you know, you don't need more time, you need less noise. The Stoics lived with their own chaos, wars, politics, illness, yet they wrote with calm clarity. Marcus Aurelius put the core truth in one line: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Translation: the world can shout, you control the volume knob. The Stoic switch control versus not control. Epictetus split life into 2 piles: up to me, my breath, posture, words, effort, standards; not up to me, other people's moods, the past, random luck. Every time stress hit this week, I asked one question: is this mine to control? If yes, I moved one clean step. If no, I let it go. That tiny filter saved hours of emotional energy I used to spend wrestling weather. Day 1, the inner citadel. Claim your morning. Picture your mind as a fortress. Outside, deadlines, traffic, drama. Inside, a quiet room you can enter on command, the inner citadel. Day 1, I spent 10 phone-free minutes there. I sat, breathed in for 4 and out for 6, then wrote 3 lines on paper: what matters today, what doesn't, and who I intend to be while I do it. Simple, but it felt like shifting from turbulence to a steady cockpit. By noon, problems still showed up, but they didn't own the room. Joy needs oxygen. The citadel opens a window. Day 2, attention is currency. Spend it well. Seneca warned, we are not given a short life, we make it short. How? By scattering attention. So day 2, I protected one 90-minute deep work block before the world asked for 100 tiny favors. Phone in another room, fewer tabs, 25 minutes on, 5 to breathe. One calm win early quieted the urge to chase micro-dopamine all day. I stopped renting my mood to notifications. Day 3, negative visualization, gratitude on demand. Strange but powerful, I imagined losing what I take for granted for 90 seconds. Hot water, my car starting, a friend who replies. Then I looked at the real thing and said, still here. Seneca again. He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand. My appreciation spiked without needing a crisis to teach it to me. Gratitude stopped being an accident. It became a practice. Day 4. Boundaries. Hespine. Clean speech. The turning point. Here's the moment that changed me. A teammate kept sending late files that pushed my nights past midnight. Old me would stew, then explode, then feel guilty. Stoic weak me tried clean speech. When the deck is late, I stay past midnight. I need your slides by 3 p.m. to hit the launch. No sarcasm, no essay, just a clear door. They said, didn't realize, got it. The work improved. But the bigger win? My nervous system learned I can be kind and firm at the same time. Boundaries aren't walls, they're gates you control. Day 5. Voluntary discomfort. Train steadies. Comfort is sweet, but constant comfort makes you fragile. Day 5. I chose small friction on purpose. A brisk, cold rinse, stairs instead of the elevator, a phone-free commute, not to suffer to train. Seneca practiced rehearsing poverty so he would fear it less. When real stress hit later, my body already knew the posture. Slower breath, steadier eyes, one clean step forward. I wasn't fearless, I was prepared. Day 6, 2-minute action loop. 1. The hot coal. Overwhelm begs for a perfect plan. Progress wants a small move. I set a 2-minute timer and touched the task. Write the subject line, open the doc, and name it. List 3 bullet points. Ding, breathe, repeat, or schedule. 2 minutes didn't finish the mountain, but it broke the spell. And when anger flared, I used the hot coal. Anger is a hot coal. Most people grab it and throw it, burning themselves worse. I labeled it coal, lowered my shoulders, tongue on the roof of my mouth, breathed out slower than the moment, eyes steady. Only when the heat dropped did I speak. I didn't pretend the coal wasn't hot. I refused to let it write my next sentence. Day 7, the virtue os. Evening review. The Stoics didn't chase hacks, they chased character. 4 virtues became my operating system. Wisdom. What is true here? Courage. What is required? Justice. Who else is affected? Temperance. What is enough? I ran the week's biggest choice through those 4 questions and felt decision fatigue collapse. Then the nightly review. 3 lines: what I did well, where I slipped, what I'll do differently tomorrow. Not a diary for drama, a gym for judgment. I went to bed with fewer open loops and woke up lighter. What most people get wrong. People think Stoicism means feel nothing. It doesn't. It means be run by nothing. Emotions are data, not dictators. You don't need to kill your feelings, you need to coach them. Another mistake? Waiting to feel ready. The Stoic flips it. Act, and readiness arrives. Courage isn't an emotion, it's a decision you repeat until your body believes you. The 7-day blueprint you can steal. Day 1. Build the inner citadel. 10 minutes, breathe 4-6, write 3 lines. Day 2. Protect 1 90-minute deep work block. Phone in another room. Day 3. Negative visualization. 90 seconds of without, then still here. Day 4. Clean speech. 1 boundary sentence, said calmly, once. Day 5. Voluntary discomfort. 1 chosen friction, smile through it. Day 6. 2-minute loops plus hot coal when emotions spike. Day 7. Virtue OS plus 3-line evening review before sleep. Run this once, and you'll feel it. Run it twice, and others will notice. Run it for a month, and you won't recognize the old you. If this is landing, you're my kind of learner. Subscribe for weekly Stoic toolkits: calm over chaos, standards over stress, results without noise. No theatrics, just practices that work the day you try them. FAQs I kept getting during the week. Don't you get bored in the morning quiet? No. Boredom is where your best ideas hide. The citadel isn't empty, it's spacious. Isn't negative visualization depressing? Not when it's brief and balanced. It sharpens gratitude without waiting for loss to teach it. What if people ignore your boundaries? Then you repeat them once, and if needed, you change your access. Standards don't need a speech, they need follow-through. Scenes from real life, stories in mini. Traffic jam, old me clenches, flips between apps, arrives drained. Stoic weak me says, coal, breathes slow, listens to 1 song all the way through, arrives steady. Hard email, old me drafts a novel, defends every angle. Stoic weak me writes 3 sentences. What happened, what I need, by when. Send, Done. Family tension. Old me tries to win the room. Stoic weak me says, I want to keep this kind. Let's pause and pick it up after dinner. Peace now, progress later. The payoff, not what you think. Yes, I got more done. But the real win was quiet confidence. The week didn't get easier. My center got stronger. I stopped needing perfect conditions to do good work. I stopped trying to control people to feel okay. And I started trusting myself to move cleanly through hard moments. Carry forward. How I'm keeping this alive. 3 non-negotiables I'm keeping. 10 phone-free minutes each morning with the 3-line compass. 1 clean boundary per week, spoken once without edge. Nightly review with 1 gratitude for something ordinary. Everything else is optional. These 3 keep the engine steady. Closing. Your blueprint in 1 breath. Master what's yours. Spend attention wisely. Rehearse gratitude. Set clean boundaries. Choose small discomforts. Move in 2-minute loops. And let virtue steer your choices. Do this for 7 days, and you won't just feel different, you'll behave different. Drop a comment with the day you'll start. 1 citadel, 4 boundary, or 6 2 minutes, and the exact time you'll do it. I read every plan. Control your center. Let the world do what it does.